get ready to receive, because after watching this video, you will know exactly how to do it. Hey, my name is Sophie, and on this channel, Aligned and Magnetic, we talk all about self-growth, spirituality, and feminine energy. And so if you're here to grow, you're at the right place. But now let's get into this. So, feminine energy. Why is it crucial for feminine energy to be in the receiving mode? Well, this is why. So when we want to talk about feminine energy, we also need to mention the masculine energy. That is the opposite side of the same spectrum. So feminine energy is about the being. She is intuitive, she lives in the present moment, she is present, and she receives. She is radiant, she is a magnetic, okay? She literally magnetizes everything to her. And masculine energy is literally the opposite. It's about doing. Okay, not being, but doing. It's about being logical, not intuitive, but logical, rational. It's about finding solutions. Okay, it's giving also. So feminine is receiving and masculine is the doing and giving. So how does it actually play out in a relationship, for example? So the woman comes up to the man and she's like, okay, I have this problem. Like this happened to me. I don't really know what to do, or really could be anything. And the man will be already thinking about like, what is the solution? Like, how can I help her? And you see, that's it. Because he is already being rational. He's thinking logically, how can I solve this? And he wants to provide her with the solution. So she needs to receive that solution. Okay? You see the dynamic? I hope you do. But now let's get into the practical tips of how can we actually get to the receiving mode. How can we actually receive? Well, I have 4 points prepared for you. So the first one is that you need to shift your self-concept. You need to realize that you are not here to do everything, okay? You are here just to experience. Literally, that is the reason why you're on this planet. You as a soul, why you're here. You are here experiencing yourself as the universe, okay? So, you need to realize that you are not here to do everything, okay? You don't need to do it all, and that's okay. And you can actually receive help from the others. And also, I just have a question for you. Do you receive compliments? When someone comes up to you and they're like, oh my gosh, your hair is amazing today. Like, your style, I love your style. And all those compliments, do you actually receive them? Or are you like, oh my gosh, thank you, but like I have literally bought this from H&M, and you literally not receiving that compliment. Because if you're doing this is what you're doing on the bigger scale. Your brain will think that, okay, I cannot even receive this small compliment. How could I receive this big love from a man? Like, how could I actually be in a fulfilling relationship? How could I do it? How could I receive being successful? Because the universe, it wants to give you everything you'd ever wish for, but you can be actually blocking that gifts. And if you are, then you won't actually get it. So the way to actually get it is to receive it. Get into that receiving mode. And you do that by actually learning to receive on this lower scale. So when someone gives you a compliment, be like, oh my gosh, thank you. That is so kind of you. And that's it. You won't be telling them like, no, not actually. I'm not so pretty. You are so much prettier. No. Okay. You will receive it. You will be like, okay, thank you. And also, you don't need to work hard. As I told you already, feminine energy is about receiving and it's about attracting. It literally magnetizes everything to her. And this is your power. Everything for you is within reach, but you just have those blockages and you cannot get it. And therefore, you think that, okay, if I am not getting it from the universe, when it doesn't feel effortless, I need to do a lot. I need to work hard. I need to hustle to actually get my desires. But that's not the problem, because the problem is that you're not actually in the receiving mode. You are blocking yourself from the gifts that the universe is giving you. And that's the problem. And you need to solve that problem, heal that limiting belief, and not be actually thinking that you need to work hard, because that is a limitation and it's not actually the truth. The second point is to let go of overgiving. This was really hard for me because in the past I was a people pleaser. I thought that people didn't like me, and I tried to act a different way. I was not authentic so that the people could like me more. And I always thought that I need to give them so much for them to like me, because I knew that I wanted attention from others, and so I was thinking that if I give them the attention, they will feel better about me and they will actually like me. And this was a strategy, like this was logical, okay? It was not feminine. And that's the reason why it didn't work, because I wasn't actually stepping in my fullest potential. I was overgiving, which is literally the opposite of receiving. And I was always thinking I need to do all of that so that the people like me. So I have this technique for you. Try this. If you, for example, have a friend and you feel like you always need to text them first, you are always the one initiating everything, you are always the one that needs to give them your time, but they are not doing the same for you, try doing this. When you feel like you need to do something for them, you need to compliment them, you need to do something so that they like you, and you feel like overgiving, do this. Step back and think, I won't do that. I feel that I want to do it, but I won't actually do it. You want it, but you won't do it. Yeah? And so this is why it will help you, because you need to realize that pattern that you are essentially overgiving, for example, because you want them to like you. And you need to realize the reason why you're doing it, realize the pattern, and then step back and stop doing it and just observe. Okay? Observe. That is everything. And also, if you're in a relationship with a man or a woman, but I am mostly talking about the energies, so the masculine or feminine energy, it doesn't mean that a man needs to be in his masculine energy and the woman in the feminine energy. Because as you have seen in the past, I was really in my masculine energy, and I feel like a lot of girls, a lot of women are in their masculine energies, and a lot of men are in their feminine energies. But I'm thinking, if you're in a relationship with a masculine energy, the man, for example, and you are feeling like you need to overgive, step back and just observe. And you will notice one thing. When you actually stop giving so much and start observing, you will actually notice that he will start to do more, because he will actually step in his nature. Okay, step into his nature? Not sure. He will act more in his masculine energy. And why is it? Because you have stopped being in your masculine energy and you have given him the space so that he can act accordingly, so he can get that in the masculine energy. Because there's also this thing, when you're in your feminine energy, you will always magnetize a masculine energy. But if you're in a masculine energy, if you're a woman in your masculine energy, you will always magnetize a feminine energy man, and you don't want that. So when you actually get from the masculine energy to the feminine, so will he. And if he won't, then you know that he's not the man for you. Okay? But the thing, usually it will work this way. You will stop overgiving and he will step in. He will start to do a little more for you and you will love it. But you need to really determine yourself and be like, okay, stop. I won't be overgiving. Okay? Do this technique every day and actually notice and realize that pattern. You will grow. It will be insane. Okay? The third point is to say yes to abundance. So I do this technique and I love it because I think it's just my belief that the universe is a masculine energy. Okay, so I imagine it as this masculine energy that wants to provide for me, for this little feminine energy that is within me. And so always when I see something of abundance, I, for example, find money on the street, or I get some check from someone, or I get a gift, I will always talk and almost like flirt with the universe. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, like this is abundance. I love it. I am saying yes. I want even more. And you will get into the receiving mode because you are saying, yes, I want it and I want more. I am receiving more. I am in that receiving mode. And when you do, everything will change, because literally everything is about energy. And so if you're giving off that receiving energy, if you're giving off the energy that you are actually able and you're open to receive, guess what will happen? You will receive. And so really use this and think about this. Really open yourself to receiving, even through affirmations. So you could be saying to yourself, for example, every day I get more open to receive. Every day I receive something from the universe. Every day I receive something from a masculine energy. And you will say this stuff in your head, and your brain will, after some time, be thinking, oh my gosh, every day I will get something from the masculine energy. Every day I will be closer to receiving. And it will be your natural state. And when it is, as I told you, you will receive so much. You will literally get your dream life. And the thing is, when you open yourself to the receiving mode, you won't need to do necessarily so much. Literally, basically anything. You won't need to do anything because it will come to you. You will receive it. And that's the beauty, because feminine energy is all about receiving. It's all about just being present. Being, not the doing. Being. And so when you're actually able to open yourself to receive, like shit will happen. It will. And also, when you're receiving abundance from a man, from a universe, from anything, you need to realize that you don't owe them anything. Okay? They have a free will, and they have given you something. If a man chooses to provide for you with a solution, with a dinner, with anything, he has done that on himself. He has chosen to do that for his reasons, okay? He likes you, he cares for you. It's his thing, and you don't own him anything. So I really want you to get this into your head, that whenever you get something, whenever you receive something, it's not that you would own anything to the person that gave you the thing, okay? It's not. You just need to receive it, and then it's done. It's done, and yeah. And the fourth last point is to believe in the divine timing. Because I am telling you, everything will happen for you. Everything. Everything you ever dreamed for, it will happen for you. But the thing is, you cannot be chasing it. You cannot be obsessing about it. Because then you're pushing it. You're like, I want you, come to me. But that is doing, that's not being, okay? That's not receiving. That's trying to get something, that's not receiving. So you need to be okay. I may not have it right now, but that's okay, because I know that I will have it. Someday I will. And that's okay with me. And I know that I will receive it. And be playful about it and be like, okay, of course I will receive it, because like I am in my feminine energy, so I will receive it. Like it cannot happen otherwise. And you will trust that it will happen on the divine's timing, not on your terms, but on the divine's terms, because you don't see the whole picture. Imagine it as this: you are just a character in a movie, in this play, and you have your vision, okay? You can see your reality around you, but you are not the bird that is watching you and your whole life play out. You are not the viewer of the film, of the movie. No, you are the player in the movie. So you only have your perspective. But imagine the divine, the universe, as the person that is watching the movie. They are seeing everything. They are seeing everyone's perspective, and so they know what is the best thing that could potentially happen for you. So if today something is going badly for you and you don't have your desires yet, it doesn't mean that you won't get them. You are just going through the lessons, you are receiving the lessons so that you can in the future receive your dream life. So believe that it is coming, and it is coming not on your terms, but the divine terms, which are literally much better. Okay? Believe me when I tell you this. So I hope you loved this video, because I did. And if you feel like you need some guidance on this transformation, you need someone to really give you advice that is just for you, specifically for you, well, as I told you already, I am offering my coaching program where I do all that and I guide you through all that transformation. So to sign up, you can DM me on my Instagram that you can find in the box below, or you can click the link in the box below and you'll set up the meeting there. So have an amazing day, have an amazing life. You are worthy. I love you, and